drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wentz. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. With the flag.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Cut, cut. Take your arm. Man out, man out,
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 48 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Go, Greg. Wait.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Here's second and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Browns drive about to get started, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike, 53, Mike. Here we go, G. Yeah. 53,
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. That one good for 37 yards.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he's flushed out left.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. Only 3 yards on the catch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Done.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
What's your son?
It's game situation. Let's go.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Oh, you got deep?
Done.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
198. Watch 98. 98's the Mike. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their 1st. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Roger. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Browns take over. Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll let it go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Rashawn Gary in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They can't hang with us. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hustle.
Defense.
He's coming. We got double up.
Second and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. I'm coming.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
At the 46-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to let it go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles.
It's caught inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And